This is going to be Caleb Williams. So get your head out of the gutter on that.
Dude, I would have left this stream immediately.
That would have been insane. I'm obviously not going to do that. I'm not a psychopath. I also have a significant gap between my QB1 and QB2.
I think most people do.
Yeah. And I'm saying significant. I've never had that big of a gap between my QBs in my rankings.
Tell us why number 2 is going to be Jaden Daniels.
I kind of want to trade down, but I'm not going to. It's because, I want to trade down, but I have to stick and pick. But we have to keep it realistic here. If you look at the offensive system, if you look at the fact that these people are looking more for that safe selection, you look at new regimes whenever they come in, most of the time, unless they're genuinely ballsy, they go for something relatively safe. I mean, hell, if we're thinking about going back to someone who got paid today, Derek Brown was a very safe selection. They chose him over Isaiah Simmons, who they eventually got in CJ Henderson by trade. Huh?
Javon Kinlaw.
But usually new organizations either go balls to the wall or go safe. And schematically, Cliff, Jaden works in heaven. Jaden is the safest quarterback, in my opinion, the highest floor. He makes the easy throws. He doesn't process over the field very well, but over the middle of the field, I should say. I think that is workable enough, especially with his athleticism. I'm praying to God that we somehow find a way to get tackles for him. But for the meantime, I am going to be going Jaden Daniels.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, that's what the rumors are at. And if anything, I feel like that's what we should probably at least experiment early on.
Right. And that's also I obviously make that selection. We're balancing realism here. I'm trying to say, logically speaking, Jaden is my QB too, because I also care about the easy throws, maybe more than I should, but I'm no quarterback guru. So I take other people's opinion a little bit more heavy in account in
that. We got a super chat.
Hey, oh wait, do it again. It cut out. Your audio doesn't allow it. Oh, it's filtering it out now. That's okay. Well, ding, 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 ding.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Fuaga is Hall of Fame. What does that? Oh, if Fuaga is Hall of Fame, what does that make Quinn? Why am I forgetting his name? I want to say Quinion Mitchell so badly. We're so in draft mode. But Quentin Nelson. Well, I mean, Big Q, if he didn't get hurt, everybody said he was wearing a gold jacket essentially when he got drafted.
He's still it's not like he's bad right now. It's just,
but
he's like an above average.
Right. There's still a chance. I mean, the fact is, early on, he was arguably the best left guard in the NFL. So that's something that is worth giving a little bit of love for. So, yes, you're on the board, though, my good sir.
So we could talk trade here. I don't think this is where the trade's going to happen, though. Do you concur?
I will secede. I'll allow you to. Yeah. I mean, I think it's so
Drake May. I feel like the ghost of Brian Belichick will be like, Drake May. Honestly, I don't even think JJ McCarthy's out of the question here either.
That's what I was thinking.
If we're going to go with full hype train.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, it's very similar to Jaden Daniels. A lot of NFL guys and former quarterbacks love the fact that JJ makes the easy throws and Drake doesn't necessarily do that.
So we're going JJ?
It's your pick. We're still blending.
I have a hard time doing that, but I haven't done it yet, so I'm down.
I mean, fair. Okay. Well, that makes me perfectly happy. So JJ McCarthy is the selection for Arizona with Drake May on the board. I'm going to be ballsy too. I'm going to be ballsy.
What's ballsy?
And you know what?
Don't say the Lakers.
No.
Don't say defensive player.
I'm trading with the not Vikings. I'm trading with the Giants.
I don't think the Giants want a quarterback.
I don't think they might want one.
They have their quarterback. You know what's funny?
They're literally saying that they're going to try to trade up for JJ. That's why literally people are saying that where the hell are they at? The Minnesota Vikings are trying to trade up to 4 or 3.
And because I think they could outbid the Giants. That's the thing.
They could, but Arizona also, therefore, would be losing out on getting a superstar weapon.
They're going to lose out anyway moving to 6.
You saying Malik Neighbors is not a superstar?
In compare, like if we're talking like Marvin Harrison Jr., then yes, they miss out on that. I mean, cool. Malik Neighbors is awesome, like consolation prize, but like, dude, I don't know, man. I have a hard time. Vikings are walking away with the quarterback.
They are, but you can also flip the middle finger. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get ballsy here. Like it is something that is.
I feel like
the
that's
realm
too
possibility.
ballsy. I feel like we're getting too ballsy. We're getting too out of hand. We're too off the rails.
All right. We'll be boring.
Well,
for the sake of the mock draft, it doesn't matter if I toss in future first capital or not. Like it's not.
I mean, also, I mean, what if they trade with the Chargers?
Nah. I don't think that would make very much sense for the Chargers, because if they're really trying to fire sale the pick, it doesn't make very much sense.
I mean, feel like it makes a ton of sense for the Chargers. I feel like if anything, the Cardinals have so much draft capital in this class, they'd be looking to move up more than anything. Maybe from
I can see that logic, but think about the Chargers and how they're constructed. You're instantly going to be, if you bring on Marvin Harrison Jr., I think obviously that's a great move. But what is the increase relative to what Malik Neighbors will bring to this team? You already have somebody in Quentin Johnston who you're praying to God.
Well, that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying Chargers move down.
Oh, you're saying the Chargers are the ones to move?
Yeah, down. I think because I think this is Jim Harbaugh's first class. They're going to want to give him more ammunition, and I think the Cardinals are probably in a better spot to move up, mainly for that pick 27. I don't think they really should move down here because you could get a blue chipper here, and then you could move up into the first round. I'm just throwing stuff out there, throwing stuff at the wall.
I thought you were saying the Chargers move up. I was like, whoa, no.
Yeah, to get JJ McCarthy.
For the sake of the draft, none of these other picks would actually end up.
So we're gonna do the car.
Yeah,
we're doing the Cardinals.
We're going QB4 straight. And Drake May. We forgot about that. Drake May is the consolation prize. Maybe it takes an extra first. It's not going to affect the mock draft. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Pick number 5. You're on the board. I mean, I do have a potential trade offer on the table.
I would just sit here and take Marvin Harrison Jr.
I have a potential trade offer on the table.
Jim Harbaugh has been seeing Marvin Harrison for the last 2 years.
And has beat his ass every time.
Not his. Ryan Day's.
But listen. I saw this on Brett's Twitter. What if the Bears gave up pick 9 and like the Carolina 2nd next year?
No.
What about 2 seconds next year?
What about first next year?
That's
just trying to. Teams
I don't think.
Rich.
I think
you're coming up to get Marvin Harrison Jr. You're gonna come into my organization.
You're gonna get Romo Dunze.
Are we? I don't know. We don't know if all 3 or any of those 3 will already be. It could already be gone by then. Like Tennessee apparently wants to go offense and not line. They talk like that, but we all know what they're gonna do.
All right. I'm gonna trust. I mean, it's your pick. I just wanted to offer.
I know. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I think thinking Harbaugh's he's seen Marvin Harrison beat the crap out of his corners for 2 years. He's gonna get sent it. If they can't get a trade, then they're at least gonna come out with Marvin Harrison Jr.
I think honestly, if we're gonna be real here, I believe that he's hyping up JJ McCarthy so that Marvin can somehow slip to him. Like I think he's pretty much.
I think he's hyping up his boy. That's it.
But
I'm not gonna read more into it.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, the payoff if JJ ends up actually going top 5, right? Top 4. Yeah. What?
No, I'm just putting my ones up because we got a super chat.
Oh, okay. We just raise the bell. Yeah, it's not going to make any noise, but I can see it out of the corner of my eye.
Is it really not making noise?
It does. Like it starts to. Yeah, like I can. There we go. Sometimes
I just moved it away from the mic.
Yeah. I forgot where I was going with that, but basically it's just pushing JJ McCarthy up so there's less players that he would draft taken. All right. Shout out super chat. All the Cody crybabies need to acknowledge their tribal chief.
It's wrestling.
Yeah.
This
is your super chat.
That's right. This is my super chat.
It's like, this is definitely not my super chat. Much love, though.
Alex.
That's me.
Acknowledge me. It's wrestling. You make your pick for the Giants.
Dude, I mean, I wish, I dead ass wish I understood wrestling, like had enough wrestling lore to partake in these conversations.
I'm going to go watch it after this. So
valid.
That's when I'm going to be eating my sushi to this weekend. Both nights.
Deep down, I still wish that the Giants would be able to go corner.
I wish
not above Malik, but
I wish Drew Lock wasn't their quarterback play this offseason. I wish they were going to be actively trying to get a quarterback.
Well, I know that round 2, we're going to get a corner for this team. Corner's going to be one of the first 2 picks. Spoiler alert. I will go Malik Neighbors because I think going best player available is the smartest thing to do. This team doesn't have.
I'm going to throw something your way.
Okay.
Not a trade.
Roma
so where do they go? Roma Dunze here.
So I'm actually
a Michael Penix in the second round.
See, I could see that. But if I were to do that, I'm trading down with the Bears so they move up for Malik.
I don't know, man. I think some people have Roma Dunze as wide receiver 2 in this class.
I'm thinking. No.
I just threw that out there.
I was thinking about trading back up with the Cardinals to go Malik Neighbors to essentially just move down 2 spots.
The Cardinals going to do what they did last year, trade down and trade back up.
Yeah, we're going to go Malik Neighbors here. I just don't overcomplicate it.
All right, well, I'm taking Joel.
Let's just speed this shit up. Okay, at pick number 8 with the Falcons, I have an idea here. I do. This one is a little bit more tame, but it's the same exact idea. I think the Cardinals should move up for Roma Dunze.
I'll do you one better. The Buffalo Bills.
They're not going to do it. That's too expensive. You're having to leverage your entire damn franchise on that.
I mean, this is a team that has a lot of talent.
Okay, so let's think about this through the lens of the Falcons, though.
That was in the playoffs.
That's right. Like, let's think about the lens of it through the Falcons, though. Why would the Falcons want to trade back that far?
More draft capital. More future. It's a new coach. More future draft capital.
But they have. I mean, like, let's look at their future draft capital. Like, they have a full set of picks next year. Sure, it looks better.
Get more. I mean, this is now Raheem Morris's team with a bunch of players that weren't drafted by Raheem Morris.
I mean, but they have, what, 4 top 100 picks, technically 5 top 110 picks this year.
Yeah, this is his first class.
Right.
He gets to just draft everyone he wants.
Who are you drafting at, was that pick 28? Like, who do you think they would want to go after? You're going after a bum-ass edge.
Available, maybe there's Chop will probably be available there.
Come on, dude.
But then they're going to have a first next year. They're going to have
developmental DPR for a team that doesn't have a guy who got over 6.5 sacks.
I'm just throwing that out into the ether. You're trying to crap on it, and I mean,
I'm saying let's think about this logically through the Falcons lens. You're giving up on
logically. Raheem Morris gets to draft his guys,
and he still does here too. I'm going to go
more picks
with Arizona. I am perfect.
Dude, Arizona's not moving back up.
They literally did it last year.
27. Yeah, they did it last year. They might do it for they might go do it with pick 27. I don't think they're gonna. It's not going to be a rinse and repeat. Yes, history is meant to repeat itself, not year after year.
Still can.
I mean, it can. It won't.
Based on the pick value, though, what would this would be approximately?
Why is Atlanta trading back though?
Because you're getting the same player I'd draft here at pick 11.
You're
getting free capital right now.
You're getting a edge. Cool. And you're getting, I don't think it'll be pick 35, will it?
Yeah, I know.
No way.
Like, would do you think it would be pick 66?
Let's take a look at, what was the Lions last year? And we'll kind of go from
the Lions, that was 12-6.
I know it was different, but we could at least, look at it.
It was, I think, 35, 12.
They had like a pick swap.
Yeah,
Like a
35-12,
second
and then
a
like
third.
a pick swap in the third.
Okay, so it was.
That's how I was trying to toss in an
This is
Atlanta
not
third.
helping me because
But
I'm pretty sure it was more than this. Here we go.
all right.
All right, so it was 12, 34, and 168 for 6 and 81. So a third became a second for the Lions. So essentially it would be 35. I would say 35 and then 79.
1,400 to 1,250. That's a 150 point gap. 150 points.
You're using the Jimmy Johnson thing?
Yeah. 150 points is technically pick 88. I feel like pick 66 would be fine then for that.
Dude, every team has different trade value. That's why trades are so different. This is why I'm pulling from last year's trade. The team that actually did this last year.
Okay, well, let's go to the Rich Hill trade model that values it based on the past 5 years. 406 down to 358. God, I don't want to do that math. What is that? Like 58? 58 point differential. 58 point differential is pick number 78. So we're giving him a surplus by giving him a third round pick.
If this is what you want to do, man,
it's what I want to do.
You?
It's what
am I to stop you? This is your mock draft.
It's on our shows.
This is your mock draft.
We're going Romo Dunze here.
You've literally crapped on both of my trade ideas.
Well, no, I was saying let's think about it logically, though. I just don't see the logic in Atlanta moving back and losing out on who they want versus I can't see a logical.
It's not they're losing out on who they want. We don't even know who they want. We know who they're interested in.
I'm drafting for them.
But it's Raheem Morris, who new coach, new regime, he's probably going to want to instill his guys. How do you do that? Having a grip of draft capital the next 2 years.
Well, that's why I just got a third round pick. I just got another pick and still get to get a guy at the very minimum.
Congratulations, Falcons. You got one pick back. Congratulations.
Do you really think this team is that ass?
No, but it's a new coach.
So tell me,
it's a defensive-minded coach.
Okay, if this team needs draft capital that bad, you must think that it's not good enough to compete. Otherwise, you need
always a positive thing.
You need playmakers.
I think acquiring, say, let's say it would be like 3 extra picks in that is way more valuable than just taking Dallas Turner, Latu, whatever the hell his name is, Verse. I think that's way more valuable having 3 extra picks, with one being a first next year than just one extra third rounder.
But you have to look at who you're getting at 28. You're getting someone who might not even start versus, hey,
what if they want to go in on the receiver class? What if they want to get a speedster or get someone big? Like, it's a really good receiver class. We don't know if they're dead set on edge. Maybe they want a corner. Maybe corners fall. Like, we've seen Cooper DeJean fall a ton in mock drafts. I've seen him in the second round in some cases. Cooper DeJean would be a perfect fit for Raheem Morris's defense. Like, the possibilities could be endless. Good players fall. You got to play the draft. In acquiring more draft capital, getting more rolls of the dice,
this is Dallas.
I feel like it's more valuable than.
Yeah, but more rolls of the dice are great for teams.
Just take Brock Bowers.
More rolls of the dice, just like that, sometimes can work, but it's a team that you need to roll the dice enough and hit enough times. Sure,
well,
but you need to hit them now. You need impact players.
This isn't the Jets. You make a different argument, right, for the Jets, who I would say has a better Super Bowl window next year, but a much more shorter one. I don't know. You could actually put them on par with the Falcons. Falcons are probably looking at a 2-year Super Bowl window with Kirk Cousins. That's what they're shooting for. Would you say that's about right? Aaron Rodgers, Jets, they're in a similar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're saying, hey, go get the player you want that can make an instant impact. Yet for the Jets, you're going to make that, oh, well, let's go get a tackle who, if our tackle gets hurt, then we're still good, even if he just wins 5 games.
But that's illogical, though, because a tackle, because of a player who has a great injury history, is still an immediate impact because they're helping you out this year. No one's saying draft a tackle because you're not going to have
injuries are going to happen, though. Give me the guy that's going to start all
history does
games.
repeat itself. Like, I mean, like, look at the injury history of Tyron Smith. This dude has not been healthy. Like,
and I'm not saying it's a bad option. I'm not. Like, I think it's a good option, but I think Brock Bowers, to your logic, more immediate impact, because guess what? He's going to be playing. He's going to be starting more games than a tackle would for the Jets.
But I'm not valuing the number of starts I'm valuing the fact that they do make a starting impact, because someone's going to get hurt. Tackle, you need to have someone who starts. Edge rusher, you can survive with a rotational edge rusher. You can't survive
with a rotational edge rusher? Why didn't we trade down then?
Because we just got some extra picks. And then we're actually going to
could have got better picks.
And then we could have gotten a significantly worse player here. Regardless, I am still going to draft one of the top 2 edge rushers, even though I have lots of
fun though. Isn't that like you get real deep into the draft? Like you really got us, like you're turning the wheels and everything. It's wild.
Well, that's why we do this. That's why there's 377 people. By the way, guys, hitting a like on the stream ends up helping boost the overall algorithm. It does always help, even though 377 is awesome. So we love you guys for what it is. Just feel free to show some love back. I'm going to go Jared Verse. I'm going to show a little bit more partialism to my edge number 2.
I'm not even in front. I like Jared Verse quite a bit.
Yeah. I think Jared Verse in a third makes me happy on passing on Dallas Turner. And that third could end up being a wide receiver, could end up being a corner. I don't think this team has very many needs at all.
Could end up being a crap DPR.
Could be a crap DPR. But I think that this is a great opportunity. I actually have faith in Jared Verse as a run defender. So that's why I probably have him a little bit higher than Law 2.
All right. So I'm going to pitch this idea because it's kind of like a multifaceted idea with the Broncos.
Okay.
They could trade here.
Right.
Or they could stick here and draft. Okay. I think even if they trade this pick and go down, they still don't take quarterback. I think they may try to leverage next year's first round, kind of wait, see how the board falls.
Okay.
And try to get back into the back end of the first round with next year's first. Like in a 1-for-1 swap and get that quarterback.
I like that idea.
That's something
I like it for the team that takes that future first.
I mean, honestly. Yeah. And it doesn't force the Broncos to have to like reach.
Right. Because I was going to offer the Jaguars the ability to move up here, but
you could still do that.
I could, but I mean that's your pick as well.
I would love to trade this pick because they don't have a lot of picks in this class.
I know that's also another reason. Like it's a team that's riddled like Swiss cheese with holes that doesn't have any. See, this is where the Buffalo Bills could be trading up because this is a team that. Who gives a damn who they get at 28?
I don't care about the Bills anymore. Screw the Bills, man.
I care about the 8. Oh, man. Well, usually also...
okay. I think then that gets a little ridiculous because then it's like, or at least for the Broncos, because it's like, ideally you're coming out of this draft with 2 first-round picks, not you trade it all the way back down and you're still only getting a quarterback in the first round. See what I'm saying?
I mean, I get what you're saying. Because again,
there ain't no way Sean Payton has a long leash. I get it. He's essentially the GM. He's the alpha. He's the omega. He's the beginning and the end right now for Denver. Yeah. But they have to get a quarterback. There has to be some like forward vision. There has to be. You have to win in the next couple of years. Like we can't just have a losing coach that we trade a first-round pick for.
Yeah. No, 100%. So what would you do then in this? Are you going to trade back?
If the Jags wanted to, which I think they would too, I think watching the cornerback class fall, then I would jump on that if I'm the Jags.
Okay.
So I'd be all about that.
Okay. So in terms of draft compensation, what would you do? Looking at the Rich Hill chart.
Use the Rich Hill. Don't even. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about draft compensation.
Yeah. Okay. So 347 for Denver's pick, right? Jesus, dude, what's up with this, man? I mean, I did analytics for my major, but I'm not extremely excited about it. 296, that's a 51-point differential. 51 points is pick 84 and higher. You know what's great? I think they have a pick that's roughly around this range. Do they?
96.
Oh,
They have 96.
ooh. They'd have to give up more than 96.
What about 96 and a pick swap in day 3?
I could see that. It would have to be like 114 and like 136.
It can't be like a mid day 3 pick swap.
Oh, like what? Are you talking about like 116, 145?
I was thinking like 153 and maybe like 203.
I think that's way too low in the. Yeah, 153 is like.
I mean, they're getting the
Well,
Broncos.
actually, hold up.
I was gonna say
right. That's like 6 points. It's not gonna get you that many more, but
I mean,
okay.
how far are we off here? Are we talking like nickels and dimes?
Yeah, we're talking about nickels and dimes.
Okay.
We'll do it. We'll do it. So, the third, gotta remember that one too. Not gonna affect the mock draft, but Broncos end up acquiring an extra selection in the 3rd round. The Jaguars end up moving up and selecting
Quinion. My boy Quinion.
So fun fact, so that I'm like now working my job. I have like it's actually a good sized cubicle too. For once, it's actually not like a tiny ass cubicle. I have like a whiteboard on part of it. I actually wrote a whole ass mock draft. I got bored. I just wrote a mock draft on the board, and Quinion was moved up by the Jaguars at 12. You're still on the board though.
I'm gonna take Tanise Fuaga. Whether he is a right tackle for this team or right guard, or if it's like they got there, Mumford, he's going to start whatever Fuaga is not starting, and it works out. You feel good about the offensive line. They just brought back Andre James. There we go.
Ooh. Andre Jackson.
I was like, who the hell's Andre
Jackson? Austin Jackson and Andre James combined. But you're going Tolly?
Not Austin Jackson.
You're going to go Tolly though?
Yeah, I'm going to go Tolly.
Okay. You told me not to be trigger happy.
Holly me banana. Yeah, I thank you for that.
You are welcome. Okay, so apparently Ryan Ramczyk doesn't have any cartilage in his knee.
No, yeah, we already knew that. It's degenerative.
Yeah. Degenerate. The question is, will he play next year at all? Is he going to play next year? What are your thoughts?
He might. I think regardless, you go left tackle, you kick Trevor Pennon over, and if you're lucky, you get Ramczyk for next year, and just kind of salvage Pennon.
Savage.
Savage. You savage. Try to salvage Pennon and be like, hey, learn under Ramczyk, and let's give it a go at right tackle.
Yeah,
and then
I respect.
Hopefully, he performs in his contract year.
See, the thing is, if you want to look back on the drafting philosophy of Trevor Penning, it looks like they value physicality in the run game. I actually think Olu gets the short end of the stick. I think Olu is a little bit underrated. People talk about him being an ass run blocker. It's like the dude tries, and that's more than what you can ask of a lot of these players.
Yeah, he's definitely honestly, it's not underrated. Like he lacks power or anything. It's all leverage with him, dude.
Right. And I think that might be age and a little bit of inexperience. Penn State, you see guys come into the league very raw from Penn State and developing well.
Rashad Walker.
Yeah, Rasheed Walker, I thought was absolute butt cheeks. He's done a good job.
No, I mean, I thought he was a developmental guy, and
yes,
turns out he was. I just didn't expect him to be a good starter.
But I do think that the Saints would value Troy Fautanu a little bit more because of that day one impact as a run blocking player on the left side. So I think
he's got a little bit more mean to him.
Yes, he has that physicality that I think lines up a little bit more with what the organization wants. This should be a run to the podium for you, but you're not as high on this player as I am.
Are you talking about Arnold?
Yeah.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah, no, I like Arnold here.
Yeah. Are you going to run it in, or are you going to be going?
Yeah, I mean, I would think about it, but there's not really much to think about. Like Brian Thomas, I would think about, but I think getting more depth, competition. I say this literally all the time. It's the most volatile position. You're young at the position, so keep throwing crap on the wall and hope it sticks. The Bucs, they did that years ago where they just kept shooting on corners, and eventually they hit on guys like Carlton Davis and Jamil Dean. However you may feel about them, I know they were banged up last year, and Carlton Davis is either great, terrible, or hurt, but still they hit on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here for the Seahawks,
Arnold, right?
Yes, you took Arnold.
Okay.
Now you did your soliloquy. I was like, I'm not going to get in the way. I personally want a team to move up.
I mean, yeah, if you're the Seahawks, you kind of want to get out.
Well,
of
the
this
Seahawks want to
position.
move down, but it's like, who wants to move up, right? Who needs a left tackle specifically? Because there is one left tackle that's left. No pun intended. But remember, guys, tackles can't just switch positions like,
Willy-nilly.
Yeah, they just can't do it freely. Like, it's an entirely different system of blocking.
Yeah. Sometimes I think it depends on like, if you consider a tackle a top 10 guy, I think they should at least you should be confident
Versatile.
that they can move.
Right. But at this range with these players, let's not get a little too ballsy here. What teams could be looking for a left tackle? I could see the Cowboys being a sneaky team looking for their guy in Olu. Technically the Cardinals, but they've already traded up once.
I'm done moving the Cardinals.
Dude, man, can you imagine if they walk out of here, Romo Dunze, Olu Fashanu, and Jerzon Newton or Byron Murphy? Like, dude, that's nasty. And, I assume this would take pick 35 to move up, like, roughly. But we probably, like, pick 23. Like, you'd get something back. But, man, what team do you think would be able to move up here? Like, what team should move up to this point? Buffalo, I think, actually, this is a smart move for Buffalo because Brian Thomas is here.
Yeah, he is here, isn't he?
And that's a closer range.
It is a closer range. It's still going to cost a pretty penny. It's going to cost a pretty penny regardless who moves up.
I think it would cost a second. Like, if you want to look at the Rich Hill trade chart, 305 for Seattle and 209 for Buffalo. So what is that? Like 96 point differential? That is just around pick 60.
See the difference. See Buffalo blowing their load to go in the top 10 to get Roma Dunze to me made sense. If you give away 60, they don't have a pick until 128 at this point.
And
you're doing it for not Roma Dunze. You're doing it for that next tier down, which makes me feel a little bit more like let's just kind of wait and see what happens.
Okay. So do you have a trade offer for this?
Maybe a Tampa.
What would Tampa move up for?
Liatu?
Oh, that's risking it for the biscuit, dude. Do you think they actually genuinely value that much?
Well, how much would it cost? It's 10.
It would cost their second round pick. It would cost a second.
What about like 92 and 125?
No, that 92 is 43 in point value. You'd have to get essentially 2 92s to even like get close to matching their
what about 89 and 92?
You would give up 2/3 on a team that I don't think is actually going to be championship ready.
I mean, they played Baker like they are.
I mean, if you're the Seahawks, you do it. If you're the Seahawks, you do it. I just don't really think I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that with Tampa.
Why not? This is a team that thinks they're the best in their division. They think they're going to get to the playoffs.
They're going to get their ass whooped if they have that mentality.
I mean, they're going to get whooped anyway. Their quarterback's Baker.
I think the Eagles could be in move up territory, technically.
For who? All these right tackles are falling down the board. They could just sit back.
That would be the logical pick. But this team after this year will have literally, who do they have? Huff and they have Nolan. BG will be gone. You also have Sweat that will be gone. Like, this team will actually have absolutely nothing at edge. It would be smart to move up, but they don't even have a third. Ugh. You know what? We might just have to stick and pick. You're not going to move up with the Bills?
No, I want to do. I think Tampa would do this. This is a team that they're a playoff team. They want to add parts that can contribute now. They lost Shaq Barrett. Granted, he was like in his twilight. They brought in Randy Gregory. Do you trust that? No, nobody trusts that. And currently, you got Joe Tryon, who's going to be in a contract year.
All right. For the sake of argument, we'll do it because I think Seattle would be. I would accept it for Seattle. I don't know if I would for Tampa. And then Latu will be the pick because there is a drop off at edge. Even though I love Marshawn Nealand, it's like
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Tampa don't
Latu's
really have too many needs.
All right. Well, you're on the board, my good sir.
Denver Broncos. Oh yeah, this was another reason I think I would have taken Latu here at.
Really?
Yeah, I probably would have taken him here for the stinking Broncos. Instead, we could look at honestly Cooper DeJean's not a bad fit for Vance Joseph.
People are saying why not take Fautanu for the Seahawks? He was already taken.
Yeah, he's already off the board.
Yeah. So guys, if you haven't seen it already, these are going to be the picks. These are the players already taken.
If anything, I guess Ryan Grubb could take Penix there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Part of me is absolutely nuts. All right, so here are my three themes going through my mind with this pick.
3 themes.
So there's Cooper DeJean. I think Cooper DeJean would be a nice versatile pick for the secondary. They're still looking for a number 2 next to Pat Surtain. They got McMillan there in the slot, so that's an option.
Yeah.
Also, both their safeties kind of suck. I know. Brandon Jones ain't nothing special.
Yep.
You got where did PJ Locke go? Did he come back?
Mm-hmm.
Dude should be a starter there for the Broncos.
I think he will be.
Well, they got Caden Stearns too.
What do you think about Brian Thomas?
That was the next name I was going to bring up. Brian Thomas come in, be that vertical threat on the outside. You got Mims. They who else did they bring in?
Wait, you're saying
Denver? Yeah, because they have Mims, they have Sutton. I imagine they brought in someone else. Coach was about to break down my door. Josh Reynolds. I don't think that changes my pick, but I'm at least going to put that on it either.
Okay.
And then here's the other thing. It might not sound sexy, but they just let Lloyd Cushenberry walk. Jackson Powers Johnson.
So what are you going to choose?
I think I'm going with JPJ.
Okay. All right. I mean, to be fair, back when Sean was with the Saints, they ended up drafting a center in the first round as well from LSU. Right? Was he from LSU? Caesar?
Oh, no, he was Michigan.
Michigan. Why am I tripping?
They immediately played him at guard.
Yeah. They might have to do the same with Jackson Powers Johnson.
No. I mean, dude, their guards are fine. Ben Powers.
That's me throwing shade. I was just talking shit. But at pick 18, I think that this would be relatively an easy decision for the Bengals. It's going to be one of the right tackles. I know defense interior is a very solid option. If you move back, not a bad idea whatsoever. But I think for the sake of time, I'm going to be going after JC. I think that he's just a better day one impact. Amarius has a lot to work on, and I don't really want Trent Brown starting on my team. Gojo agrees.
Oh, Gojo's whining.
Indeed.
Why are you whining, buddy?
Okay, my bad, bro. This is an AFC team. I'm so used to going back and forth.
Oh no, I would have gone with Mims, but makes no difference.
I think that the Steelers, I assume that you're going to go another right tackle for the Steelers. So
most likely
the next right tackle. If you're, I just was like so used to back and forth.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, oh yeah. You didn't say anything. I was like, Rams, dude. I mean, I'm gonna go best player available. I'm gonna screw over the Steelers here because
Bengals got DeJuan Jones. Bengals do not have DeJuan Jones.
That is the Browns, my friend.
So JC Latham's a bust.
Well,
that's what you could. Everyone says that about every prospect.
That's
right. The amount of people that say Caleb Williams is a bust, Drake May is a bust, JJ McCarthy's a bust, Jaden, like blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Jackson's not going to stop me with his little $4.5 million tender tag from drafting the best player available. I'm going to go Olu Fashanu. A lot of money got invested in this offensive line in the offseason. I think this is going to be the smartest decision you can make. Go after the other players down the line. Just don't mess up on left tackle.
Yes.
Now
All right.
You're back.
Yeah. So
Steelers.
yeah, I was gonna say a trade down, but
You're gonna miss out on one of the tackles. I mean, I assume you're talking about like the Bills move up and stuff.
Yeah, because like you get to the Dolphins pick, and it's like I want to trade down with the Dolphins,
Right. And
I know the Chiefs will come calling, and we're not trading with the Bills.
Yep.
So it's like, so I will take Mims here. Get to reunite him and Broderick Jones. Dolphins, I will offer a trade back with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is very similar to what they did with Trent McDuffie.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get 95 and 31.
95.
So yay, we get a third and a fourth. We get to actually play the draft.
Yay. Okay. Kansas City moves up for Brian Thomas.
Of course.
Yes, sir. Okay. Philly on the board. Lots of really good talent here.
Let's be honest, what this pick's gonna be though.
It's gonna be Tyler Guyton.
It's gonna be Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, mentor is Lane Johnson. I like Tyler Guyton a lot. We obviously both have him similarly ranked. Technically, you're higher on him, but that's because I have guys that you don't like higher. So,
That's usually how it happens.
Talent even. Shut the fuck up. I'm saying like I have my crazy swings. That's why Tyler Guyton significantly or noticeably lower on my board at 36 versus your 29. We both evaluate his talent very similarly. Should be a starting right tackle in the NFL. Needs a little bit more development. Yeah. Unfortunately, like I would think AD Mitchell, if everybody, yeah, I mean, I think their wide receiver 3 position still ass.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they care about their wide receiver 3 position.
And they continue stacking with bums, but they do
exactly.
really care about I will be going Tyler Guyton here, but I do think AD Mitchell, since I have him at number 10 on my board, like it is BPA. Anyways, I'm still on the board for the next.
You're on the board for quite a bit.
Yeah, until the Bills.
I'm gonna sit here and smoke a cigarette or something.
I know. I don't see defensive interior really being sniped off the board. Maybe the Seahawks might like get excited about BPA, but I'm not gonna force that issue. Technically, I could have waited and sniped AD Mitchell if I were the Falcons or the Cardinals here. I'm like, shit happens. We already got wide receiver. I think defensive line, edge rusher, corner, those are the positions I want to target the most. Do you have any trade up options?
I know, if I'm the Bills at this point, I don't care what receiver gets to me. Like,
so you don't see that type of value?
Yeah, if it's not Brian Thomas, if it's not Roman Dunze, if I couldn't make a move, then I'm just gonna be like, you know what?
Interesting.
Everyone else is kind of in that next tier. So
you really don't like AD Mitchell then?
I do like AD Mitchell. I just think he's a part of that next tier of wide receivers. Guys like Ladd McConkey, you got Ricky Pearsall, you have Xavier Leggett, Xavier Worthy. I would clump them all together. And since they're so close on my board, it's like, why am I moving up at this point if I'm really good with any of those guys?
I want to move back, and I'm going to move back with the Carolina Panthers because I don't think Carolina
have so many picks.
They have so many issues. Okay, we can toss in some of this shit as part of it, but like the Carolina Panthers are going to be missing out. They're going to be getting sloppy thirds at this point based on the teams that need a receiver above them. If you're going to actually want to go out and help Bryce, 1, help out his offensive line, but 2, get him somebody to throw to. Like this is within this would be within the range of possibility. The Panthers have 2 second round picks.
Dude, the Panthers need so much. They shouldn't be throwing away draft capital.
So they could actually end up getting more back. I mean, you could toss in 39 and then essentially move back 35 and then end up getting some extra draft capital in there. Not 35, but you might get like 71, 90, etc. Who would you trade up for?
All right.
Okay, who would you pick here? You know what? You're getting on me.
I'm not getting on you. It's just every time we get to Arizona, you're like, oh, let's do a trade.
Because I don't like the value here. And I have a player who I think is awesome on the board.
I mean, I'd be willing to take. I think Cooper DeJean's a Jonathan Gannon guy.
I could see that, but I also see value at like 35 with all the corners that will still be there.
I mean, if we're talking trade up, maybe the Lions don't like Nate Wiggins. They could trade up for Cooper DeJean. Packers, they have a ton of picks. They'd probably be willing to do business.
Actually, the Packers should be wanting to do business, but they're not going to be losing anybody by pick 25. You know what?
I mean, we've seen teams literally move up one pick, like from like 24 to 23.
I'm going to go Byron Murphy here.
You're just going to send it?
We're just going to send it because I don't want to potentially take
their mid defensive interiors. I love Byron Murphy. I'm just saying the rest, like, I'm so mad that they spent money on guys like Justin Jones, Bilal Nichols, and pretended like, oh, there we go.
Or replace their mid.
Replace the mid that they just invested in.
Let's just clarify, because you came off by saying he is mid and you're adding to the mid.
He's my number one defensive interior.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What are you saying? Like, let's clarify that for the people. I know what you're saying, but other people might not. Oh, man. All right. So continuing on with the Dallas Cowboys, offensive line certainly still within the realm of possibility here. However, I trust that there's someone who's going to be there at 56 that I really like. Like, even though I'm a sucker for taking offensive linemen, this team needs a wide receiver too. Also, F the Bills, F every team that needs a wide receiver. F the Panthers at this point.
Whoa. Okay, before we do that, before we do that, they really need offensive line.
And we will get it. This class is really good at offensive line.
It is really good, but you have a better shot on hitting on somebody in the first than you would like on day 2 guys. Okay. Why not take that swing on and in a deep wide receiver class if you really want wide receiver that bad? But I'm just throwing this out there. I'm playing a little.
Let's project. You know what? I mean, I'm glad you brought it up. Let's project who's going to be there in round 2. At pick 56, who's going to be there? Jalen Polk, Jermaine Burton
will be there.
Roman Wilson, Troy.
Yeah, those are very solid options at wide receiver.
Would you rather have, Graham Barton and one of those wide receivers, or would you rather have? I mean, you don't like A.D. Mitchell, but would you rather have A.D. Mitchell
on my board?
Would you rather have A.D. Mitchell and maybe Mason McCormick, Christian Haynes?
I'm going to tell you this. I don't think Mason McCormick is going to make it to that pick.
But I'm saying, like, it is within the realm of possibility. Cooper Beebe.
In the realm of possibility.
Bo Limmer. I mean, hell, we're stretching on Bo Limmer here.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Graham Barton's versatility, him being able to play left guard, center.
Dominic Pooney.
Yeah, but Graham Barton's better than those guys.
A.D. Mitchell is leagues above who's
going to be not say that. I wouldn't say that.
This is my pick. We're going A.D. Mitchell. We're going A.D. Mitchell. I think he's leagues above who's going to be there at 56. I cannot say the same about the offensive line. Green Bay Packers going Cooper DeJean. Sorry, I hate
at this point. I mean,
like, I feel so bad for Packers fans, but
I don't. He's a great player.
But like, they tune into these videos trying to, like, find some alternate options, and we just really stick and pick with Cooper DeJean every time.
If they keep getting mocked Cooper DeJean, they should feel good. They should be like, oh, thank goodness. Every mock draft I check out, we're getting this good player, and it feels like, hey, he's always gonna be there. I would feel relief. Because as a Dolphins fan,
this makes me even more pissed about my Tampa Bay trade. We're going Graham Barton here for the Seahawks. Because honestly, I could have seen a world where neither of them traded, and these two guys went at the same spot, just to the opposite teams. They need interior offensive line help.
Draft be wild.
Yeah. Arizona, we've already gone defensive interior, adding to their mid defensive interior core. And then wide receiver Romo Dunze. I think the easy option here is to go Jerzon Newton. Cornerback class is stacked. Defensive interior, not so much.
Wait, did you just double dip?
Oops. Just kidding. We already went defensive interior for y'all's sake. Well, I rebuild this in another tab. See, this is where I like literally wasn't trigger finger the entire night. The one time I do it.
Here, you want me to share my screen?
Maybe. No, I mean it's okay. We'll just stick that right there.
I've been following, so.
Oh yeah, why haven't you shared your? The hell, get out of here!
I'm literally offering right now, dude.
Put it up.
It's up.
Yes, sir. Oh my god.
Here, let me.
Anywho.
Oops. All right. So what do you want to do here then? Let's talk this.
Okay, yes. The corner is going to be the route I go. Technically, I could double dip a defensive interior. I'm not going to lie. It's a free pick. But I think I would like to stick and pick with, you know what?
Corners, there's players.
I'm going to take a curveball. I'm going Jordan Morgan. I think he can work out as an interior offensive lineman if need be.
I do think he's a guard. Oh gosh, sorry.
I think I have him as really solid guard. You're getting a great player who actually can play tackle if Jonah Williams is absolute butt cheeks. So let's do it. Oops.
All right. Well, you want to talk about curveballs? Here comes one. I'm going Ladd McConkey to the Bills.
That's not that big of a curveball.
It's not. You just lost a really good route runner, and now we're gonna go ahead and draft a really good route runner with vertical ability.
But dude, Justin Shorter, that's the true number one.
I mean, he's got size.
I love Justin Shorter, dude. I love him.
Did he even see a rep last season? He was hurt, right? He may have saw reps on special teams.
Yeah, I can't even remember off the top of my head. I'm going to be going for the Detroit Lions. I'm going to go after an instant impact player here. I'm actually going to go Kool-Aid McKinstry. I think he's an absolute monster. And that Bama work ethic, I mean, I just love it. You're going back to Bama.
Golly, dude. Look, we talked about like remember when how many tackles, how many interior players will go inside like the top 22? I mean, just looking at how many we've taken in the first round.
Yeah.
It's utterly insane.
It is insane. Oh, geez.
Baltimore Ravens is a toughie. I hope you are doing it in another tab because I only have it up to round 1.
I'm literally like scrambling right now to do it, okay. But continue your search, my good sir.
All right, I wouldn't mind if there was a trade option here, and you know what? I think there is.
Okay,
this is where the Denver Broncos will move back up into the first round.
The Denver Broncos are moving up.
They're going to move up back into the first round.
Where the hell are the Atlanta Falcons in this?
I'm going to give away next year's first to move up to 30 to get a quarterback.
Okay. You're going to tell me that.
Yeah, you're good. So it's basically it's a pick swap of first rounders just from different years.
Okay, so say that again. So it's going to be a next year one from Denver to move up with Baltimore.
Baltimore at 30, and I'm going to go ahead and take Bo Nix here.
Dude, honestly, I love that for the Ravens. Okay, so am I up right now? I have the Niners. I'm going Johnny Newton all day for the Niners, though.
Golly, dude.
Dude, they need defensive interior help. Okay, speaking of help, I'm going to need help with these trades. All right, but continue on. Have your elongated speech while I catch up.
All right. Well, we're with my Miami Dolphins. Well, look at that. All the offensive line talent off the board. All the defensive interior talent off the board. I mean, I could just swing for upside at this point, or I could be the Dolphins and just be fun as hell because that's what the Dolphins do.
Okay.
They're probably going to look at 40 times and be like, you know what? I like that Xavier Worthy. We haven't signed OBJ yet. We haven't signed him yet.
This is true.
So, I mean, if I'm going to do predictive, I think the Dolphins are some way going to come out of this draft with Xavier Worthy.
I have to remake this fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers trade.
Good luck.
That makes me sick to my stomach, dude.
Well, I mean, dude, we're only doing 2 rounds, so.
Right. What did we get for the Broncos at 17? Did we get BTJ?
The Broncos got JPJ.
JPJ. Oh my lord.
And we not only got Bo Nix, but we got his center.
Yep.
Tua's gonna die out there. Dude, randomly generate. He's gonna die out there if we take stinking Kingsley Suamatea here.
You're not wrong.
mean, Sumate probably starts early on at right guard for us.
Keep your soliloquy going.
Yeah,
I messed up the draft,
buddy. Yeah,
I mean we could end it at 1 because it is slightly late as hell. But we did promise the people. We promised the people.
I mean, we could do a speed round, no trades round too. Oh, you know what?
What?
I think I know what I'm doing for the Dolphins. Screw Xavier Worthy. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy and everything, but I'm going to go with Zach Frazier and move him to guard.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You think he's that good?
Yeah. Honestly, I think he's a better center than Aaron Brewer.
All right.
We can't have Aaron Brewer play guard.
That's right. That's fair.
Because I mean, dude, I do love the talent on day 2, but I'd rather get protect. I want to exit the first round with either like Byron Murphy, Johnny Newton, or some form of offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
We take Xavier Worthy here. I'm not gonna love it. Cool. We took a speedy wide receiver 3. Whoop-de frickin' do.
Yep.
Kingsley Sumate, he's so raw, man. And throwing him out there at guard doesn't feel great. Like Zach Frazier, he's well put together, dude. He's ready to go. Zach Frazier's not a guard. How's Zach Frazier not a guard? Have you seen this guy's build and his measurements? 6'3", 313, 11-inch hands, 32.25-inch length. That's fine for the guard. We're not talking about a guy with sub 32-inch arms.
You gave 95 and 131, right? For 21?
The
third and fourth round.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Continue.
Yeah. See, Danny's in here like, oh, Tua's going to get a concussion. He's going to get a concussion if we don't draft someone here. What's the difference?
Damn.
Like, what kind of devil's advocate are we playing here? He's going to get a concussion. Okay, cool. Robert Jones, Godspeed, buddy.
What did I do for the Seahawks? I'm tripping. Graham? Oh, yeah. I didn't even need to ask that. Okay. I'm back with the Cards again. Oh, we went Jordan.
Oregon.
Oh, I actually like that pick. Buffalo, you ended up going that wide receiver, Lad McConkey. And we got Kool-Aid. We traded up with
background. I totally think he could be a guard, man. Totally think he has guard flexibility.
Just a 1-to-1 switch. With the
like this isn't like I love Bo Limmer. He played guard, sub 32-inch arms. There ain't no way he's playing anywhere but center.
Yeah. Jerzon. And then there we go, baby.
We're back.
Woo! Oh, just kidding. This is the wrong. I need to share this tab instead. There we go, baby. We're back.
All right.
Oh, okay. Well, my heart's kind of shattered for the Panthers because I think A.D. Mitchell's awesome, but I'm going to end up going after Keon Coleman here. I think he's phenomenal. Wide receiver 1 build. Could go in the slot if need be, but I have more faith of him with him on the outside. Xavier Leggett, awesome player, but I just think Keon Coleman is a better prospect. Different prospect, but better for what I think Bryce Young needs.
All right, New England Patriots.
Went JJ.
They went JJ. Well, we could think about what about us? What about you?
See, you need to put up the mock draft simulator so you have like the names of the dudes who are still available.
Yeah, no, I'm literally going through. I'm trying to remember receivers still left because that's kind of probably when I want to go because I'm looking at just Kingsley Suamatea available right now.
Yeah,
and that really doesn't tickle my fancy. He's probably not going to start right away. We got Xavier Worthy. We got Jalen Polk. Here, I'm going to pull up my wide receiver rankings. What am I doing? I took JJ. You know what would be nuts?
Roman.
Yeah, but I'd rather trade back if that were the case, you know?
Right.
And they also got Pop Douglas. So it's like, do I really want more guys with like lackluster size? So it's like, honestly, I think I'm going to take Ricky Pearsall.
Ooh.
That sounds like a Bill Belichick thing. I mean, hey, RIP to your coaching career, bud. Let's get you a white receiver.
All right. Doing well today. All right, at pick 35, I don't think the Cardinals could pass on Nate Wiggins at this point. It would have to be like, you need a corner. Already gone after offensive line, wide receiver, as well as defensive interior. Now let's complete it with that beautiful corner. I also still on the board.
You took Wiggins. Got it.
Yes, I take Wiggins. The Commanders, the Commies. I think that this needs to be an offensive tackle. The problem is I don't really like any of the offensive tackles that much. Kingsley,
class falls off quick when 10 of them go in the first round.
This is very true. I actually think Kingsley could play right tackle, though. And I might
honestly, he's probably better off at right tackle.
Oh, I think I don't think I'd ever play him at left tackle. I'll put it that way. But
but the thing is, they invested. I know it's old new regime, but they invested money. Money into stinking Andrew Wiley.
Oh yeah, no, they don't give a shit. But also, Kingsley won't even potentially start this year because you have Leno there, right? Did they bring out Leno or Cornelius?
No. They Leno's gone. They got Wiley. They have.
I thought they brought Cornelius on a 1-year deal.
Well, yeah, they brought Cornelius back, but I don't think he's listed as a starter.
Like Garrett guy, or why am I tripping balls?
Oh, Braden Daniels, the former Utah guy. I mean, he could play
like Dellinger on my head,
all 5 spots, but he's probably better interior.
Yeah, so I mean, Kingsley. Let's hope he can start.
You taking Kingsley?
Yeah.
All right, Chargers. I took Marvin Harrison, right? By the grace of God, I took. Oh man! All right, so you know what? I'm gonna go in with the hype right now on a player. He's not this high on my board, but he's probably going top 50.
Malik Washington.
No, Braden Fisk.
I think you're not going to go over Chris Jenkins, his own.
I know, isn't that wild? But also, coaches coming from college to the NFL, they have a poor track record of drafting their guys, a la Taylor Mays.
Fair. All right. So Braden Fisk.
I am going to go Braden Fisk, which leaves me with the Titans. I want to go wide receiver.
Oh, you're not going to go linebacker? Have you seen that linebacking core?
Yeah, they shouldn't have paid Kenneth Murray. That's on them. And I think they really do want to go wide receiver. I really feel like they do.
I mean, you're giving up on what's his name? Why am I tripping? It's so late at this point. Yeah,
part of me thinks they are. I mean, honestly, they need corner really bad too. Honestly, you know what? Huh?
They just got Snead.
Oh, I always forget that they traded for Snead, dude.
Yeah, because I always think they need corner badly too.
Oh, so you know what? Linebacker would make sense. They do have a thumper, so they could go for a guy that has stinking
range.
Has just like tools out the wazoo.
Okay.
I'm really trying to just talk myself away from wide receiver. Let's go with Edwin Cooper. Let's do it. Send it.
You sure you don't want to go junior though?
Yeah, they don't. They already have Gibbons as their
Shit. I was trying to trade up with the Eagles for the next pick.
Yeah, they already got the guy that can take on tackles. They need the speedster.
I was gonna try to trade up with Philly.
Yeah. I'm missing one pick, and I don't know who it is.
Did you Denver with
Coleman's one?
Huh? Who's still on?
Here, you keep going. It's your picks.
Okay. Yeah, it's my picks for the next 3.
I'll figure it out some way, somehow.
Noted. So with Carolina, already have gone wide receiver Keelan Coleman.
It's the guy I just drafted.
I think the Panthers actually do need some corner help. I don't think Dane Jackson's someone who I think is reliable enough to consistently start on the boundary.
I agree.
Like, I know you don't like Anus Rakestraw Jr., but, we ball. I actually think Renardo Green, though.
Green's in this range. I don't like him in the first round.
I respect that. I'm actually going to go Renardo Green here. I think his physicality might be a little bit more coveted and similar athletic profile. Oh, still on the board. Commanders.
Fun fact, you're on the board after that too.
I know. I think I still actually would debate going offensive tackle here. I'm not going to do it, but I still think that actually corner is one of the more underrated positions. Edge rusher as well. I think an edge 1 is appropriate for this team. Even though you brought on a lot of dudes who actually have starting potential, I'm going to get someone who I think is an actual starter. Marshawn Nealand, I think that he is a well-coveted asset here at pick 40. He has unbelievable amount of top 30 visits and is rumored to be a potential late first. So Marshawn
That would be
Nealand.
fun if he did sneak into the first.
I thoroughly believe he could be Detroit's pick at 29 because similar to last year when a Kansas State kid went to, Kansas City, might be cool to see Western Michigan go to, a Michigan team. And yes, I'm still on the board. Packers. Jesus. We've already gone defensive back with Cooper DeJean. I'm running this up to the podium, dude. Junior Colson all day. Like, just get some in the linebacking core for a little bit more help. And he's young, cheap. Make it work.
All right. Well, I got the Texans. I think they're gonna go with the defensive line. Like, they don't have really long-term options on the interior. And I think they wouldn't mind getting a big meaty boy from Texas. I'm gonna go with Devondre Sweat.
I like that. I like that a lot.
You're back.
Falcons. So we traded back, got an extra 3rd round pick. Holla. It's literally the second, or is it the second pick in the 3rd? I don't know. Pick 66.
It's pick 66.
So the 3rd pick in the 3rd. I'm going to be going after a corner here because I still think this team needs it. And Ennis Rakestraw Jr. is here, taking him in a heartbeat. Max Melton, another name I'd love to recommend, as well as Andrew Phillips. But Ennis Rakestraw Jr., I thoroughly believe he could be a superstar. So we disagree on that. But at pick 43, I think we're both fine with that value.
Okay, this one's interesting. I took Fuaga. So now I wouldn't mind going corner. There's a lot of corners available. Or I could flip this thing. No, they like Zamir White. I was really gonna try to flip this on its head.
Okay.
Do they like Zamir White? They like Zamir White.
They're not.
They brought in Alexander Madison. They're not gonna go.
Yeah, they're not gonna spend a second.
So oddly enough, man, I'm actually stuck between a couple of corners here.
Okay.
I like TJ Tampa. I don't think he's a fit. Kamari Lassiter, they could fit, but maybe are you looking for a little bit more upside? Maybe you're just like, hey, Nate Hobbs, we know you could start on the outside. Go start on the outside. Let's get Sainers still. Let's get just this pissed off little gerbil in there in the slot.
Right.
I could go with Max Melton, someone who's very scheme versatile. I think he could really fit into anything.
Yep. By the way, guys, if you guys want us to be able to, since we have 430 viewers, which we love all of you, it's a little bit difficult to respond to every comment while also trying to do a mock draft. The easiest way to do it is going to be through a super chat. I know it sounds like we're just trying to ask for money, but genuinely speaking, we're trying to focus on a mock draft to get you guys. So,
I mean, at the end of the day, it helps us sort out like
it glows. It literally glows green.
Staying on topic and whatnot. Right. So it's very like a fluent stream.
Yeah. Like we have sections of the stream, obviously, where we just answer questions, but this is not one of those.
Yeah. If you invest in us, we will invest in you. We will guarantee we will get that read for you.
Right.
But yeah, with bigger streams, it's a little more difficult. I'm not going Michael Penix. This team got Gardner Minshew. You can't tell me that this team's in on quarterback in this freaking draft.
Right.
You just can't tell me that. I will believe it when I see it. I think I'm going with Max Melton.
I love Max Melton, dude.
I like Max.
Where do you have Max on your board?
He's like midday 3, so midday 2. My bad. So late 2nd, early 3rd. On my board, he is. He's probably gonna go up. Because I just noticed I had Tyler Nubin ahead of him. And I do not like Tyler Nubin. I mean, I like Tyler Nubin. I just don't like
him above Max.
Tyler Nubin anymore.
Yeah, honestly, you're basically you're auditing yourself.
Yeah, that's this safety class, I'm out in terms of like the top 50 outside of maybe one guy.
I have Max Melton in my top 32.
Yeah,
I really love
that's
him.
fair.
I really
Max
love him.
Melton's good.
For the Saints, shoot, it's kind of hard to pass on Michael Penix at this point, just because you have just a massive, actual.
Who did bring in the backup? Is still just Jake Haener the backup there?
I don't know where the Our Lads. When in doubt, pull up Our Lads. Am I right?
Oh, dude, I have Our Lads open right now.
Yeah. You know what's great though? You can just change after the /. You can just change it to like the team.
Oh yeah, the team. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They have Nate Peterman at QB30, dude.
Dude, that really makes me nervous for trying to take a QB here. I will take a QB. I'm gonna go Michael Penix.
All right.
At this point, it's too valuable.
You want to read that super chat for us?
Heyo, do your little dingy ding.
I did.
Oh, it blurred out again. Who would the Saints go with? We just said Michael Penix.
And
thank you, Matt.
Troy Fautanu in the first.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
You are. It's okay, dude.
Yeah, it was Troy Fautanu, and then also Michael Penix. Yeah, hey, dude, same team. Didn't even think about that, dude. Jesus, we made a miracle.
Look at that, dude. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right. So
thank you, YK Matt.
I took Terry and Arnold.
Yes. Damn, you could have TJ Tampa here. That would be the love of your life.
Yeah, and honestly, yeah, for Gus Bradley, that's kind of perfect.
It is actually.
Might be shocking. I don't think it is.
Oh.
I think I am going to say speed kills. I'm going to get the most that I can out of that big freaking cannon. I'm going Xavier Worthy.
Yes. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna request a trade with the Giants.
I thought we said we weren't going to trade.
No. Why? I never agreed to that. I mean, honestly, the picks so far have been relatively
straightforward because I thought we were trading the second round. No. Bring it up, bud. Bring it up.
Okay.
I'm just saying. You didn't say nothing when I said it.
All right.
We were on the same page.
All right. Well, I mean, I was talking about a trade back spot earlier.
In the first, before we goofed everything up.
No. I was saying I wanted to trade up with the Eagles. Say your trade,
buddy. Say your trade.
I was saying at 38 that I wanted to trade up with the Eagles.
Yes, that was like 2 hours ago.
Huh?
It was in the first round. It feels like it was a lifetime ago.
38?
Did you say that at 38?
Yeah, I was like, oh, damn, I wanted to move up with the Eagles.
Oh, I don't remember that.
All right, psycho.
It's past my bedtime.
It's past mine too. I want to move up with the Pittsburgh Steelers for Xavier Leggett. I know it's your pick, so I need to get your approval for it. But this is a short range trade. I don't really think that anybody's going to
wait for the Giants. It's not my pick.
No.
Oh, the Steelers.
For the Steelers, like we have no wide receiver too. And Xavier Leggett would be
and y'all are really good in
a wet dream
one in day 2,
as we are about to do.
And I mean Xavier Leggett, not really. He's good, but you need a route runner.
I mean, you could have somebody like you could still bring in Tyler Boyd technically, but you still need to have somebody else. You need to have. I mean, come on. You can veto it.
I think I would because I honestly think the Steelers are probably so confident in what they do, like how they draft in day 2. They're like, yeah, you know what,
we'll
wait. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry.
Oh, my heart is just shattered, dude. I would throw a trade offer out there for the Baltimore Ravens move for Xavier Leggett, but
no, they're playing for next year's draft.
My heart is in pain. All right, you know what? Shoot, dude. I need a team to move for Xavier Leggett. I'm not allowing this pick to stick to the New York Giants. Who would trade up for Xavier Leggett? Oh, you like this receiver class more than I do, though.
I do, and I feel like I probably did a good one anywhere.
All right, screw it. You know what? Man, I would debate on defensive interior, but we need corner. Give me my boy. We're gonna go Andrew Phillips. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go Andrew Phillips all day.
All right. What happened with the Jags in the first round? Did we get Quinion?
Yeah, moved up for Quinion Mitchell.
Oh,
traded 96, 153, and then got 203 back.
All right. So apparently they're gonna have Savage in the slot. They're gonna move Antonio Johnson to safety.
Yes, they should.
Yeah, that's what at least someone told me, and I was like, okay, I actually like that. So I don't have to worry about the secondary anymore. I mean, at this juncture, I feel like I'd rather get tackle, like left tackle. Like it ain't Cam Robinson, bro.
Well, you're gonna kick Walker Little out? I mean, he played left tackle at Stanford.
Yeah, he did. I would love Walker Little. I just doubt that he's going to get a chance outside of being like a swing tackle and a what's the other word for it? Backup. Let's see. What other routes could I go? Perhaps, like, I mean, wide receiver. What am I looking for? Like, honestly, I wish they didn't pay for freaking Gabe Davis. That would make things a little bit easier. I probably want someone that could function outside of the slot. Xavier, I love Xavier Leggett, man, but that's literally Gabe Davis's role. It's literally his role. It's a stupid role. Okay, you like trade downs, right? Let's get a trade down. Who wants to move up?
The Steelers.
Steelers to get Xavier Leggett. All right, what would a trade right here look like?
Based on this, 51's 112 points, Jacksonville's 121, so that's a 9-point differential. It would be starting at about pick 165. So Pittsburgh, they have pick 178. That's technically 1 point off. It'd be 178.
Okay, I may have. I might be. Maybe the Rams move up. I think I'm moving up with the Rams. I think the Rams might want to move up and try to get in on Chop Robinson before someone else does.
I'm gonna veto that.
I mean, dude, at this point,
as the Rams owner,
is a steal.
As the Rams owner, I know he is, but as the Rams owner, I don't see the value in. I mean, you know that
because you don't like him.
I don't see him being an impact for the Rams in a Super Bowl run. Yeah, I think that they need somebody who could play every single down, which to me feels comfortable with Braylon Trice, Darius Robinson. I don't assume either of those guys will be gone at that pick.
Braylon Trice? What weight is he playing at?
Probably 275.
175?
But I'd be happy with Darius Robinson as well. Chris Braswell, I wouldn't be too angry with. I think that I'm happy with the potential drop-off from a DPR.
You know what?
You can stick and pick. You can go Chop Robinson for this team.
No, not for the. I'm going to go with Troy Franklin. He's different enough to your like Christian Kirk and your Gabe Davis. He gives you a little bit after the catch. He's fast. Get him to run, more crisply, and then maybe things will work out.
I'm excited for this pick.
This is me.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Not too far from
Columbus. Wait, what are you doing? I'm the Bengals.
Damn it. I'm so used to back and forth.
Who did they pick in the first? JC?
JC. Well, you wanted Amarius, which technically I was debating switching it back to Amarius, but who cares?
Well,
you can choose whichever one.
I'm going to have a lot of fun with this one. I'm taking Xavier Leggett.
Oh, well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
I don't know where T. Higgins is going to go, but
you can just make him a big slot at that point. Oh, honestly, the Eagles, I would have selected Xavier Leggett. I would have done that.
You know, I kind of like that. I mean, they brought in Julio last year, and I feel like they want size in their wide receiving core. So,
Guess who's on the board? Fucking Job Robinson. I think that's BPA at this point for this team because you have people to play to start now. We're gonna go Job.
All right.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, y'all.
All right. Who's playing the slot right now for the stinking
Calvin? Beautiful Calvin.
Oh, my bad. On the defensive end. Out of curiosity, because I'm like,
is it Chandon?
Is it still Sullivan?
I'm tripping balls, dude, right now. I'm so I'm losing it. My marbles have been lost, my friend.
There is no.
I'm checking it right now.
Still,
I'm tripping. It's Darius Rush. Why am I tripping? Jeez, I'm a Steelers fan too. That just shows you how fucking late it is for me.
All right. Well, you know what? You lost one route runner. You might want to get another.
Oh, I love Darius Rush.
I might go with Roman Wilson.
You could go Kamari or Jarvis Brownlee. Chris Abrams-Drain. Mike Sanders.
If I really want to stick it to you, I'll go TJ Tampa. Actually, I kind of like. Oh man, I don't know. Like, I don't think the Eagles or the Steelers will love Lassiter.
The Eagles would definitely be a team that I'm taking Lassiter to.
Yeah. He's your Vic Fangio guy, but I don't think Mike Tomlin would like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We seem to value some form of athleticism, which I love Kamari, but just like testing wise, didn't really.
You just can't do that.
He didn't put his balls to the wall enough.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with Roman. He can work inside and out. Mainly inside, but
yeah, I'm like inside and out.
Like he could be on the outside like maybe 30% of the time. They can make it work. They got Van Jefferson on the outside anyway. Shoot.
Oh my god. Do not you oh my god. You really passed up.
They got Quez Watkins, dude, lined up in the slot. What the hell? Dude, y'all's depth at wide receiver is so good.
I'm going Darius Robinson for the Rams. I'm talking about it earlier.
Darius Robinson, that's a good pickup.
Yeah. For the Eagles, I just talked about it as well. I mean, we've got Chop, we got Tyler Guyton. We're gonna go. Oh no, I can't go Kamari. Dude, they just brought on fucking Avante for another year.
In the slot.
They have 8 corners on roster, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment. You have literally Job and Zach fighting for a roster spot. It's not a move that I think would be smart.
What are you got Colson for him, right?
Huh? Oh yeah, Colson's
well, I mean, who have they drafted thus far?
They've drafted Chop and they drafted Tyler Guyton.
You think they would think about paying Wilson here?
That's what I'm debating.
Because they don't really have a ton of coverage ability.
Yeah.
That's kind of the lore of paying Wilson.
I mean, you're essentially giving Nakobe Dean the middle finger, but
I mean,
honestly,
from what, the hospital bed?
Our stream is devolving into absolute chaos.
All right, so I'm actually this might seem a little weird for I'm actually stuck between Michigan players here for the
Brownies.
I'm thinking because they really don't have long-term options on the interior. So Chris Jenkins, I believe, is still on the board for us. But also you have Greg Newsome. You're going to have to pay him soon. So maybe you shoot your shot on Mike Sainers still in the slot, knowing you're probably not going to be able to afford Greg Newsome.
Maybe.
I'm thinking I'm going to go with that.
Okay. I like Mikey. Mikey's an energy guy. He needs a little time too.
Yeah. Miami Dolphins.
Yeah,
I took Zach Frazier. Now, I mean, I like it. I like Zach Frazier. I mean, hey, dude, when like 10 offensive linemen go ahead of you, I mean, what the hell am I supposed to do?
You could have went Tyler Gordon.
No, I could.
At 21.
Yeah, but then I want to have a third and a fourth.
This is true.
So I'm stuck between shooting for upside with Ruka Rohoro or just taking the nice state. I'm going to take the nice stability of Chris Jenkins.
Yeah, I think it's smart. Cowboys, we went wide receiver in round 1. And remember who I said was going to be here?
Running back.
You got Cooper Beebe. You got Christian Haynes.
And Mason McCormick, actually, too.
And Mason McCormick, who
wasn't too many offensive linemen.
I think that the more probable option to go first, because I don't think Cooper Beebe goes before Christian Haynes. I think it would be Christian Haynes. And he's still developmental, but the mobility is ridiculous. I think he's awesome. Mason McCormick is technically a left guard, so he's more of an instant fit. But I trust shifting left to right guard more than shifting left to right tackle. I think it's far easier because you're literally not having to defend, essentially the boundary of a whole pocket. So I'm going to go Christian Haynes here.
All right.
We went A.D. Mitchell in the first. Got receiving weapon. So now your left tackle is Tyler Smith, then Christian Haynes. Center's a work in progress.
So, Bucks, this is you. I'm going to pitch something. I'm not 100% sold on it.
Okay.
But because they brought in, I think, Sua Opeta.
They did.
Or a left guard. And I don't think they're sold on Robert Hainsey being anything more than a backup, but he's currently playing center. You could get Mason McCormick, who worked out at center during the Shrine, and his natural position is left guard.
Yes.
I'm just going to throw that onto the ether. I think you're looking at corners right now, and I think that's totally the right option as well.
I'm thinking of a trade back because I just lost 2 third-round picks.
Well worth it.
I have 2 teams I'm going to pitch this to. I'm going to pitch this to the Baltimore Ravens for Kamari Lassiter or to the Niners. I'm ready to move up with the Niners because why not? Also, technically, we still got Karan on the board. Another pitch for the Niners. Or not
I think the Niners would make sense.
Are you going to accept it for the Ravens, though?
No, I just threw away my first round, so I don't think I want to give away more picks right now as the Ravens.
That's fair. I'm going to move up with the San Francisco 49ers. And actually, I don't know if it's going to be for a corner or not, but to make this trade make sense, 57-63. That's a 96-82. That is a 14-point differential. That is going to be actually worth almost identically to pick 135. So we'll just toss that in there. The Buccaneers end up getting actually a really nice consolation prize for moving back, doing the right thing. And the Niners move up. And I think that it really is down to Amagaji and a corner here. Technically, corner's deeper. You could get a stud later on. You're not going to get that with offensive line. But I'm going to go Kamari. I'm going to go best player available.
Okay.
4.65 scares me a little bit, but that's why he's here at 57 and not.
So are we finally going to see a safety off the board?
We already did.
Who?
Cooper DeJean.
You're funny.
I think I'm debating trading this pick too. I mean, I just don't think this team has that many.
I feel like the Packers, if anything, they're going to be buyers in this draft, dude. They have so many picks.
Oh, you know what? I have 2 years left on Rasheed Walker's deal.
You're going on Amagaji?
I think Amagaji's the right move. I think it's a Packers move. Let me clarify. I think it's a Packers move to draft.
They like to develop guys.
They love to develop guys. They like sniping guys down the board. Granted, like that makes sense. But this is really solid value for a really good player.
All right. Texans, I'm going Trey Benson.
What? After they just paid Joe?
Yeah, screw that, dude.
They just paid him.
Dude, Bobby Slowick, Niners, they love speed. Who's got speed? Trey Benson. Who doesn't have speed? Joe Mixon. There's gonna be enough mouths to feed in that backfield.
Get a corner. They only have guys on 1-year deals.
That's fine. They've gotten by on that. Bring back Steven Nelson. He's still out there in the ether.
So you going with it?
I'm gonna go. Yeah. I mean, I think Benson probably should have went earlier than this. I don't know where, but he probably should have.
That's fair. You're still on the board though.
Yeah, I took Ladd, and honestly, I feel good about that. I think I'm gonna actually take a safety. Who's their safety room right now?
I'm trying to remember that as well.
It is Mike Edwards, Taylor Rapp. Yeah, sign me up. I'm gonna take Jaden Hicks.
Oh, he's your safety one?
Yeah. Hey, dude, Tyler Newman, man. Hey, you weren't wrong about him athletically. I'm just gonna say that.
I'm not gonna say anything to that, except I was right. Pick 61, Detroit. We've already gone after a corner in nice old Kool-Aid McKinstry, round number 1. I think that interior offensive line is actually on the forefront of their mind. I think Mason McCormick is an absolute monster, and he fits. Like, tell me he's not a Dan Campbell guy.
Oh, absolutely. They only got Zeitler for 1 year.
Exactly. He needs to develop for a year.
And even if he
plays center, if Ragnow retires, he can play center. This is as good of a move as you could probably ask for. That's a lie, but still, he's a good fit. I like that center guard versatility as well with Ragnow, being questionable for the future.
All right, Baltimore Ravens. We're playing for the future at this point. Why
would they give up like that?
They're not giving up. You're playing. You're playing for the future in terms you're investing in next year's draft. You're investing in the Broncos being complete cheeks and hoping to have a very high first round pick along with wherever you're going to be picking in the 20s or 30s. Currently at corner, I don't love their cornerback room. Brandon Stevens is nice, but I'd feel better if he wasn't my starting corner.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of interesting who they have slotted in guard with. Keep forgetting they have Voorhees. And then Ben Cleveland, they got that guy out of Oregon last year that was supposed to start over Josh Simpson, but then got hurt. So maybe they feel okay enough at the guard spot and want to address defense. They brought back Kyle Van Noy. Does that mean they're done on the edge? Probably not, but I feel like Chris Braswell's actually a pretty good pick here. I think I'm going to go with the edge. I'm going to go with Braswell.
You don't want to go with Christian Jones or Blake Fisher?
No.
Really?
No. I'd rather take those guys early day 3.
Wow. Okay. All right. Buccaneers. See, I could still end up just going Cooper Beebe here. I think that's what I'm going to do. We ended up getting Latu round 1. Get Cooper Beebe here. I'm happy with it.
Bye-bye, BB. So I took... Who did I take for the Chiefs?
You moved up for Brian Thomas. You don't have a 3rd or 4th round pick. You could trade down here.
I'm not going to. I'm going to have the last pick here. Haha.
Spencer Rattler.
All right, but seriously, Spencer Rattler, right? So they did losing corners. I feel like they'd want to replace, but I think they would want a man corner, and TJ Tampa's just not gonna be that.
Kyrie Jackson is though.
He is freaking long, dude.
Monster.
Freaking long. They brought back Mike Dana too, so it's like edge feels like less of a need.
Yeah.
Tackle can be in the cards, but I think they like Wanya Morris. You know
who I like on day 3? Jalen Sundle. I haven't seen enough of him to like.
The North Dakota State guy.
Dude, he's an 18-year-old lineman. freaking
dude,
so
with tackle experience.
That's so fun. Yeah, I know, but he's played practice, or was he at the Shrine, right?
Yeah, I think it was a Shrine.
Yeah, he was doing center reps there. Oh,
he just feels like he's gonna be like a. Honestly, I think he might be like a Robert Hainsey light. Like, I don't think he's ever gonna be a really good starter, but he is gonna be like, you're gonna be so thankful to have him and that versatility as a backup.
Right. By the way, guys, this is a Draft Bros stream, and there's an actual Draft Bros show that you should subscribe to.
What is there?
So yes, Broshmo and I end up being able to put content over there that we don't always get to put on our own shows, because either it ruined the algorithm, or sometimes we just want to talk our own like top fives, which we did in the offseason last year, but we're going to be a lot more consistent with it this year. We got to be able to make sure that, obviously with the amount of time that we invest, the time that we go into our own shows, we're giving up to be able to put over there. So make sure to build up a good following over there. Like, comment, subscribe over there. Do your thing. But we want to be able to make sure that, obviously this is actually being streamed over there right now as well. So you get to have all that plus exclusive content that you don't get to see on our own shows that we end up putting over there. So go check it out.
All right, I'm going to go with a punter. They just lost Townsend.
Are you serious? Would you actually think?
No, what I know. No, punters and kickers should be UDFAs. And I am sticking to that. I'm gonna actually take Kyrie Jackson. The Chiefs, they love those guys with tools, length, ability. I know he's a little older, but I think he's probably one of the more pro-ready guys. On top of, maybe they see a little Josiah Williams in him, or Joshua Williams, who they drafted a couple of years ago. Yeah, he's definitely probably gonna get a shot to start. But you lost Steed, you might as well take some shots at corner.
Right. So that's gonna be it.
Golly,
we did it. Y'all get a free mock draft. It wasn't even in the title. Look at that.
I'm gonna go back and try to make timestamps for this.
You could. I think you can auto-generate timestamps, and then you can edit it later.
You can auto-generate timestamps?
Yeah, I've had it happen before. This is just one question that I actually wanted to talk with you about earlier. Malik Neighbors went house shopping in LA. Do you think that's something that could be a little bit of a shift?
Kirk Cousins went house shopping in Atlanta, and it ended up being a nothing. Oh. It could,
yeah,
but you're at pick 5. A lot can happen in between pick 1 and pick 5. So,
damn straight.
Dude, he's constantly mocked there if they don't trade. So,
that's true. It's true, and I think it.
Who knows? Maybe it's for the Rams.
Oh my god! That just registered. Oh Lord! All right, dude. Let's send off these beautiful people, as we had a very successful live stream. 3 hours, 20 minutes, damn near. Jesus. But yeah,
it was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. We went at each other from the get-go.
I think it was that's good. Those are conversations that happen in war rooms,
Oh yeah. That's what makes our dynamic good, is because we don't have to worry about losing, never talking to each other again after going at each other for draft day.
I hate your guts.
And I hate yours too.
Yeah, but this is what area scouts do. They're gonna pound the table for their guys and wanting to move up and stuff like that. These are the conversations that are gonna be had. Do we move up? Is it worth it? Stuff like that. I'm gonna ring the bell.
All right, ATL Jen Jones. Yes, of course. Thank you guys for being great, suffering with us. We love you guys.
Mucho gracias.
Muchos gracias. Much love. Thank you again, ATL Jones. You guys are great. Yes, brotherly love. All y'all. You got to do the outro.
Okay, yeah, because I'm a professional. Thank you so much. If you want more draft content, you could go to either of our channels. We're currently pushing out our own final prospect rankings for the 2024 NFL draft. So go ahead, check that out. If you want to be informed, you're not going to find two more informative people here on YouTube. That's right. I said it. There's a lot of good draft content out there, but not like this. Not like this. And on your way out, please hit that thumbs up. It takes nothing but a single click, and it would mean the world to us. But as always, until next time, be easy, our friends. Later.
Later, yo.
Yo. Professional.